this treasure, I summon.
Alright, I was planning to make this the last video in this trilogy, but this guy has made like multiple more accounts, so I'm gonna have to split this up into multiple more parts. And we've actually stopped engaging with him, so I have no idea at the time of recording this video if he's still going. But yeah, here's just what's going on since the last video. So he starts commenting on Arizona Records video, and this is an original song instrumental that Arizona made. So he starts off, I don't know what he said, I forgot, I didn't put the screenshot on here, but Arizona says, "What did Clean Songs do to you?" And I said it must have took out his friend or something, because if he hates clean music this much, it must have done something really bad to him. And his response is that we're stealing copyrighted songs that don't belong to us and that he owns, because he's still sticking with the whole, oh, I'm UMG and all these labels shtick. And he says, y'all should be dead. So this guy named Dude Where's My Car, he starts crying and laughing at him because he knows he's ridiculous. And Arizona says, hey, we don't steal, we don't even get money, the label or artist does. And he personally is not a YouTube partner because he knows he won't be accepted, so therefore he won't be making any money. And then UMG Takedowns pulls out the racism card. It's like black people can't get nothing. It's always y'all white people getting all the money, profits, y'all steal from the black people. And then he singles me out specifically, saying, you treat my mom like a slave. I can give her commands if you want, just slide me her phone number, I don't really care. But Kevin comes back trying to defend all of us, saying that we don't just clean music that's not black music, we clean all genres, all artists, everything. And we also don't make money. So Arizona responds saying thank you to Kevin, and then he says like, I only make money off of my own songs that I've made, and that I'm not in it for the money. Plus, clean versions that I do are mostly all genres, from pop to hip-hop to hyperpop to reggaeton and many more. And I had no idea he actually does reggaeton videos, so new to me. But then UMG comes back because Kevin said to Arizona, I'm more than happy to stand up for the Clean Music Avengers. So UMG Takedowns comes back to wanting to fight Kevin. I'm not afraid to fight you, kid. And then he says to Arizona, you're racist, but misspelling your because it's supposed to be you-are. But he did the Y-O-U-R, not the apostrophe. And so I responded again with the YouTube texting story response. 85-pound twig is prepared to scrap. And I corrected his grammar. And Kevin, once again, is trying to stick up for us, saying like, I want to confirm once and for all that everyone here is non-biased and they take requests from all people, blah blah blah. And UMG Takedowns once again hits us with, all y'all are racist, y'all's messed up in the head, y'all's mom didn't get to birth you properly, and the Kobe 1234 Records and Malcolm Sizers reported him. And then he proceeds to say the F slur, which I'm unfortunately going to have to censor because of YouTube. But then he calls him the F slur, and then Kevin comes back. I find it laughable that you are calling us racist when you literally use a slur. Now, just a side note, because I know Kevin's going to be watching this video, that's not really racism, that's more like homophobia, because the F slur is used to criticize like LGBTQ, but that's not important here. And then I of course reported him. I said, don't forget me, I reported you directly to YouTube on Twitter last night. And he gives the most stupid response again, saying to Kevin, what about you go to the Diddy party? This man has brought up Diddy so many times. And then I said, don't you love when the opposition has no response to the allegations and evidence being thrown at them, so they instead choose to talk about the most random thing that has nothing to do with the conversation at hand? And then I said, do you know anyone like that? And he says, who? I love you. This man is so stupid. Jakey Boys comes back. Bro, I reported you, not them, me, I reported you. I don't know why he had to say that, but thank you for sticking up for Kobe and Malcolm. And then Kevin comes back with, what? No one can understand a single thing you're trying to say. Go get an education. Because I also know for a fact that this guy's like 12. So, and then Kevin says, like, your writing's unreadable. Go get an education already again. And then he says on this whole other community post There's this midget named Kaisenad. He reminds me of Roto Records. He's as small as hell too. Pings a whole bunch of people again. Posts a screenshot of him listening to my clean version of All Red by Playboi Carti. And it shows a screenshot of a Kaisenad thumbnail. And, of course, this post pings Jakey D Boys. So he comes back again. Why did you ping me? And I say ping, but really mention. I'm just stuck on Discord terminology. But then he says, because you're a fan of Roto Records, he's straight racist. And then he just pulls out the, well, I'm not really a fan. I can join you if you want. And then I even respond to UMG saying, I don't know if you would call a clone a fan, but you cannot afford a computer. I don't know if he has a computer, but he's posting screenshots from his phone, so that says something. And I said clone because he's re-uploading some of my videos, but yeah. And then again, UMG Takedowns says, yes, you can join my team. And Jakey says, is there a reason to pick the clean side or the takedown side? And then he asked me, what side should I be on? So I tell him, obviously, the clean music side. Because I said, 1, you upload clean music yourself. And 2, this guy's breaking like 5 YouTube guidelines and will be terminated soon because he's gotten reported multiple times by multiple different people. So, he says he only cleans Youngboy, but he deleted his posts and begs him not to take him down, which I find hilarious. And then I even hit him up with, I'm convinced you learn nothing from this debacle. He has no power and is a fraud and is breaking guidelines and will be removed from the platform soon. And whether he uploads Youngboy or not, it's still clean music. So Arizona comments saying, I must be blocked when commenting. And he responds to Jakey saying he can't take down your channel because he doesn't work with UMG. Because Jakey says, I can't stop posting, he'll take me down. And then he's like, well, I can still post. And UMG Takedowns, of course, is like, I have the power to take you all down. I do work with UMG. I own UMG. So I told him, go to the official UMG YouTube channel and make a community post mentioning me. And he never did this, obviously. And I think he deleted my comment because it stopped appearing. But then Arizona said, show proof you do, just like me. So Jakey again responds like, okay, thanks, it's been my dream, in response to Arizona. And UMG Takedowns still sticking with, I have rights to every label. So I just want to say that he has been sticking with this for at least a couple weeks now, because this guy, his identity has been revealed. I don't know, I'll probably get to it by the end of the video. But Kevin hops back in saying, you keep saying the same thing and do not show evidence. Which is what me and Arizona said too. And if you're really serious, you will put your money where your mouth is and we'll shut up. Otherwise, get out. And he said, make me do it. So I said, how about you give us a reason as to why you're removing comments? Is it because you're butthurt that we're exposing you? And then he doesn't even respond to that, of course. So he then gets a response from Kevin saying, it's not me you have to answer to, it's YouTube, because you violated all these policies and guidelines and you're going to be taken down soon. So I'm asking you to show proof, but if you don't, then you're just a coward. And Kobe comes in, his first comment out of this whole situation, and he just says, why do you keep on mentioning it? It's getting annoying. And UMG Takedowns just says, because y'all are racist, y'all don't support black people. And Arizona says, how when we give the artist money by making clean versions for them? This situation's getting downhill. But back to the other post, or the other comment thread. UMG Takedowns responds to Kevin again, saying, I don't have anything to show, I have every label, you don't have no life. And then I don't know what possessed this man Kevin to give this response. He said, then prove it. Take down Rotor's channel tonight. Stop running your mouth like you have for the past 3 days and do it. I dare you. I thank you for the support, but there are like 50 other people in this situation. You did not have to single me out saying take down my channel. If there's an off chance that he's telling the truth, then oh well, I'm done for. And then UMG Takedowns responds and says, I am not sure about that, but he is getting terminated. I'm pretty sure it's illegal to steal profits, with the keyword being I'm pretty sure. He is not completely sure yet, and I don't know why, but he is just not sure. Okay, I can't do that. But yeah, so he's not even sure it's illegal to steal profits, and he can't confirm that we're stealing profits either. So yeah. And I said something about my comment being deleted. I don't know what happened to it, but yeah. So, and Kevin responds with, and do not think for a second that we didn't notice you deleted Rotor's comment. And then he says, you want to step up to the plate, then swing at us and hit us with your best shot. All the facts are against you, and you are backed up against a wall, and to truly prove you're the real deal, then terminate Rotor by tonight. There we go again. And then he says, do it, stop messing around and bite the bullet already. And he says this in like 5 different ways. He says, stop fucking around and bite the bullet. Then he says, stop fucking around already and bite the bullet. And then he says, stop fucking around with a V instead of a U. Around already and bite the bullet. But I responded with, unfortunately for you, I screenshot every reply I make, and every reply you make, and every reply everyone else makes. I have proof of all my comments. Thanks for more proof for the 3rd video in my UMG Takedowns trilogy. Yeah. And then he just comments back, replying to Kevin, saying, chill little bro. And I kind of agree with him there. Kevin kind of got a little mad. But then we're done with that thread, okay? And then we're back to the next thread with him once again making a community post, pinging me, Zach, Clean Tracks, Kobe, Sock, and Clean Music Lover. And this time it's a picture saying, commenting paused to protect the community. We've discovered that comments you've left may violate community guidelines, harassment, and cyberbullying policies. You'll be able to post again in 1 day. Have feedback? Let us know. Got it? And this man, prod by I4K, responds with, making more clean versions, what are you gonna do about it? And then he posts a bunch of laughing emojis and a middle finger emoji. We're all just trolling him at this point. So then I respond, obviously saying, oh, did someone lose their privileges temporarily? And he says, yeah, it's all y'all's fault. So I tell him to cry about it. To which he says, I'm angry, I just thought I was being a good boy. I feel like I said that. I feel like we had this exact same conversation in the last video. But then I say, what made you think that? And he says, I don't know, can't really comment. So Arizona says, bro did it to himself. And I say, making threats or waving around power you don't have, does that ring a bell? To which he just says, yeah, I keep saying that, but it's all false. You're making me seem like the villain, but you're the victim. Nope, it's the other way around. I'm exposing y'all to the world how much of a liar and thugs y'all are for stealing profit and music that don't belong to anyone but the artists. And this is the same guy who thinks he's gangster because he likes Naughty Osama. And then he replies to Arizona saying, cook for me, Big Daddy. I don't know what's wrong with him. But then I correct his grammar again because somewhere he said your without the apostrophe. And I said, actually, depending on the situation, the money may go to the label first, and the label distributes the money to the artist. Do some research first. Corrected his grammar again, and then he said, stop being a nerd, go learn your ABCs. That's a kindergarten insult right there. And he's using it to kindergarten insult. But then he says, and second, the money goes to me, but y'all driving me crazy stealing it. I don't know why Arizona's taking this so seriously. He knows it's a joke, but he's still entertaining it. He said content ID works differently. If a match between a reference file and a new upload is made, a claim is made. Based on the preference selected by the content ID owner, will apply a policy to the track, monetize, or block, but will not issue a copyright strike. And that's posted from YouTube policies. And so this man, UMG Takedowns, says, want to know something? If you steal my copyrighted songs, I officially own you. And then I said, so you're calling us slaves? How racist of you. While Arizona said, you do not have the rights. So he responded to Arizona saying, you do as I say, and when I want something, get it for me. Now I bet you're like 5 little kids. I said your and corrected him again because he had not done the apostrophe. And then I said, in response to him saying go learn your ABCs, I posted the ABCs backwards, where Arizona pointed out that he edited his own message. It's pretty sad, honestly. And then he says, I know Rotor is 17, he's so childish. That's public information. I've done a Q&A, and I revealed my age, so it's not that, like, private. And then I just started posting Linkin Park lyrics, you know. You let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. I gave a poo. No, that's not how it goes. Oh well. I posted the lyrics to the Emptiness Machine, and then he said, and that's a fact, get your channel deleted for God's sake. And then Arizona comes back. He says, we don't owe you nothing. So he says, yes you do. You owe me $50 million so I get your whole family kicked off the street. And Arizona says, you are not doing anything. Well, I say, glad to know you like Linkin Park lyrics. And yeah, I believe that's the end of like that thread. No, it's not. He says, it's cringe. I suggested you take it down. He suggested I take down an instrumental track I posted lyrics to on my channel, yet the track has like 3 lines. It has nothing to do with the Emptiness Machine. So I said, unfortunately I can't do that as I'm busy reporting more of your comments. Praying emoji, say goodbye to your privileges soon. And after this, he issued an apology via community post, and he responded to me saying, you're mean. And shortly after this apology, his channel was terminated. I thought it was deleted at first. Like, I thought he manually deleted it, but I think it was terminated. Unfortunately, I don't have any screenshots of the apology, but his channel was terminated. But before that, he had an alternate conversation going on a different thread, and he was like, it must have been Rotor, because I have relationship with Rotor mom. This is the same community post, by the way, where it says that his comment was removed. So then Kevin goes on to respond, yeah, I'm calling your bluff and I'm not afraid to do it. And then this man Kevin goes kind of insane again. And he says, if you want to prove that you're real, then terminate Rotor tonight. And again, I already talked about this. You did not have to single me out. And then he goes back to the quit fucking around already and just bite the bullet. Then quit fucking around with a V and just bite the bullet. But bite has a Y instead of a I, and bullet has a V instead of a U. And then he says stop fucking around with a PH instead of an F, and a V instead of a U. You guys get the point. Even UMG Takedowns has to say calm down. Rotor is just a bad person. He needs to grow up and face the fact that he can't be stealing other people's songs, including everyone else too. And then he says to Kevin, you're just a big fan of Kevin Gates.
What the fuck?
And copying off each other is illegal? That has nothing to do with this. So then I told him, have you not considered that his name is actually Kevin? Also, did you forget that rap is crap? Because not everything revolves around rap. Every genre except for Latin and country is better than rap these days. And he completely ignores what I said about his name actually being Kevin. He says, I can have him thrown in jail. So I said, what is a him thrown? And then he just calls me a nerd. And that's the end of the thread.